Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Parent here. Today we're checking out a 17 album reaction. So yeah, this is their F My Life mini album reaction. We already did a music videos to Super and F My Life reaction on the channel, but I really wanted to check out the rest of the album. And if you want to find the uncut version of the reaction, they're over at Patreon. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. It's got like this nice and raw live sound. It's kind of sad opening from the sound of it. Honestly, I love how chilled out the beginning is, right? We've got those very live drums, very crisp sounding as well, and those chords that kind of come in on the synthesizer, they're very crisp too. We're not having a lot of instruments. It's kind of leaving that space for the vocal, right? We've got quite a lot of backing vocals going on there, with quite a bit of reverb as well on those vocals, but it's not really like overpowering the sound or anything. It's very balanced, and it's got this very calm start to the song, but at the same time you can kind of get like this hint of maybe sadness and worry, right? We've got that another synth there as well that kind of sounds like vocals, but they're not actually vocals. You can really... I think like this song is probably connecting with a lot of people. They're talking about like the kind of day-to-day life struggle, you know, like kind of messing up and almost being like a, I don't want to say a failure, but you know, is I guess struggling with day-to-day life and just messing up and just kind of having to deal with life. You can probably tell that a lot of people can relate to it. Very like the layers of the vocals here. They kind of have like the backing vocals panned slightly left and right. Not too much. There's not too much stereo separation on the vocals, but it still kind of is there. So it gives you that little bit of a stereo image on the vocals. But I really like how they're doing these little breaks where they take out the music, right? So we had those two sections so far where they took out the music, kind of just left the drums. It kind of just catches your attention since it's such a slow song, and it's a little bit repetitive. So at some points it just catches you and you're like, oh, that's a change, you know? But it's supposed to be that kind of a mellow song, right? That was a really cool transition. They did that before with just the rap. It's almost kind of spoken word almost, the way that do that section. Alright, this is so far super catchy. It's got such a like epic sound to it. Woo! Okay. Alright, I see what you're doing, 17. Bro, this drop is absolutely... That beat was super minimalistic, right? Compared to the build-up. But it's so catchy. And the vocals are very big in terms of stereo, so the backing vocals kind of panned left and right, and they have quite a lot of reverb and delay on them, so it makes those vocals a lot bigger than they are, you know, and a lot of layers. But we have that melody of the vocal chops, and we have that pluck, right? So we have those kind of two main melodies there that sound really good together. Honestly, props to the music engineer. It made them sound so good. Like, they're already amazing, like they have amazing vocals, but the way they're tuned up, those little EQ, you know, they boost up the highs a little bit. It's honestly perfect. That woozy coming through, huh? Okay. And we got Fire. Is this gonna be a hip hop? We'll see. Woo. Wait, this actually goes hard. Woo! Oh damn! I was not expecting this. Vernon is killing it. Same with S-Cups. Okay. Hold up, man. What is this? 17. Oh, that is a nasty drop. That is a complete nasty drop. But this is giving me like this kind of maybe like a little Latin reggaeton, like upbeat drum pattern, right? With a little bit of like drill hip hop style. It's not too much of drill, but it kind of reaches in there a little bit. The only thing it needs right now is just some hi-hats, those classic hi-hats from drill. But yeah, I absolutely love it so far. And I absolutely love the choice of samples. That was a big transition. Come on, menu. Woo! Man, why didn't they do a music video to this? Yeah, very interesting choice of instruments. Very interesting choice. Even these bells here, right? I love the chop of the fire, the vocal chop here. I would love to see a music video for that. Woo! Oh, those harmonies are killing me. I actually love how their vocals work together in the harmony. The 8's vocals so breathy. Actually, all of their vocals are quite breathy, right? So far, it's mostly pads on synths, and you know the bass under that. But there's like a flute that just came in. Whew. Oh yeah, they're absolutely killing it. It's definitely got this kind of a chilled out kind of R&B hip hop vibe to it, and I just absolutely love their vocals on this. This sounds like it could be like a, I don't know, in like one of some kind of like a series or like a movie series or something, but this is definitely like a night drive kind of song, you know what I'm saying? The bass is strong, it's quite of a slow song. This is perfect for like driving. I don't know, maybe I like it even more than the previous song. Fire was pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie, but ooh. Those roads are so smooth. Joshua, your vocals, go. It definitely opened a little bit more of like a synthwave kind of track with all these synths and that typical synthwave drum pattern, but it kind of turned into more of like this punk rock kind of sound. I love how their vocals just sit on top of that synth. It's interesting because the beat, right, the rhythm of the drums is quite fast, but the song itself is quite slow. It's quite mellow. I gotta say, do not like this song compared to the previous two. I still like this song, but not as much as the other ones. But I really like what this song is doing. Is the previous songs you can really tell how like far ahead the vocals were from the other instruments, right? Here the vocals sound pretty much on the same like level, and also the multiple takes, layers of the vocals, right? They got reverb on them, so they glue the vocals very nicely glued to the track. So that's what I like about this song. Oh, that is already funky. Okay. Oh yeah, I am definitely digging this song. It's so groovy so far. Okay, and they're just leaving the chorus for the instruments and the vocal chops. I was gonna say what I really liked about this section here is they kind of switched every line to a different member, and you could really tell how different of like a character a member is, right? You got the good Decay with like the amazing vocals, and we switched to like Vernon. And again, it has that kind of synthwave sound to it with those rolling basses, right? Oh, I love how the synth is following his vocal just under. Oh, and the harmonies rising in the back. Okay. Oh, dude, this is like a masterclass for producers. Like the amount of little cool things that they put in here. Here we had harmonies that were actually just raising vocal. That's kind of just in volume, sorry. That's just like automating the velocity. But what I really like here is we have two guitars. One's on the right and one's on the left. And they're kind of just switching between each other. And the guitars have different effects on them. One's playing the chords, one's playing the melody. I actually like that they went for this style where they just leave the chorus so simple. Kind of a minimalistic drop, right? Just the instruments, the vocal chop. I swear, Vernon is always wicked to the camera, dude. Always. Woo. I love how it just kind of went from these big synths. Just like one synth and the vocals over there. I think I gotta say, probably Fire is my favorite out of all of them. But this is second, that's for sure. And there was a lot of cool things and a lot of different cool instruments that kind of came out, and very cool stylistic choices in the song. But yeah, hopefully you guys like the breakdowns. Hopefully we can do more of these. Much love. Take care. Peace and bye.